Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam Shelley, and they call me the Miracle Man. So let's create that miracle, that transformation in your life right here, right now. No time to delay. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do these videos daily talking about getting rid of the head trash, which is all those stories that create stress, worry, anxiety. And it's also the belief systems that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, or maybe it's just being overwhelmed. That's also the head trash. So, what I want to talk about today is love versus fear. Usually, the mind is ingrained in fear, wondering about what's going to go wrong, always thinking the worst case scenarios, the not good enough beliefs. Just this mind is really rooted in fear based emotions. Usually, it's not a real fear, if you will, like you're in danger, like you have a gut reaction that you need to get out of here to move someplace. That's the real fear. We want to take action on that. But typically, we're acting from the mind's mental fears, which isn't serving us. So when you're letting go of this head trash, you're really tapping into your perfect spirit. This is the place of love, acceptance. So you're either operating from this mind mental fears or you're operating from this deeper place. And this deeper place knows what is best for you. And we sometimes cannot hear this deeper voice because the mind gets very busy with its stories, with its opinions, beliefs, judgments, criticism. That head trash comes in thousands of flavors. But love is simply love, but not like this romantic love, which is conditional. But this unconditional love doesn't judge, doesn't criticize, simply accepts, knowing all is well. Despite the mind's opinion, all is well at the depths of spirit. So if you're going through an unpleasant situation right now, which is part of the human experience, we just simply need to stop, pause, and see what is the next step. But taking the direction from the heart, the spirit, on that next step. So to simply realize, to step out of fear, if you will, is to come into the present moment. So where are your feet right now? Where are your hands? What are you touching? What are you seeing? They're all here in this moment, but you're the witness, the observer of those senses because you are perfect spirit. That's the life force that animates this body. And this life force continues onward, whether there's a body or not. Consciousness always continues. It never was born, never dies. It simply continues. It's currently in this form, tomorrow be in that form, and 100 years from now be in that form, and 1,000 years, and maybe in that form, because it's continuous. So the human experience is very short lived, but we are spiritual beings, and we have to remember that. And that's part of the game that we play. I'm lost in my story. I forget who I am. Oh, that's right. I'm spirit, I'm soul, consciousness, source, universe, God, whatever you wish to call it. You are that, the greater essence of you. So we just have to step back and say, am I operating from fear, reactivity, the head trash, the stories, or am I acting from my heart, from this place of acceptance, knowing that I'm doing my best in this moment, despite the mind's judgments and opinions stating otherwise? We simply need to let that go. So let's just take a moment here to just pause and come into this moment. So we allow the eyes to close and remove the external stimulations. We're just sitting here, just noticing our feet on the ground, noticing our seat, not worried about how we're sitting, not worried about our hands, our breathing. None of those things that keep ourselves occupied or busy. Just relaxation, an aware relaxation, that we're not falling asleep. We are aware of what we're hearing, where our feet are, what we're sitting on. We're fully aware of our senses. We're observing our senses, noticing. And the more you notice, the deeper the peace in this moment. Because the disruptor of peace is the inner dialogue. It's that inner chatter, the mental noise, this garbage. We need to release it. And we do this by engaging this moment, here and now. No rules, no restrictions. Just coming back to this moment where we become aware that we're lost in our beliefs, opinions, judgments, criticisms. And we don't beat ourselves up either. We just gently come back. And if that's the only thing you do is gently come back every second, 2 seconds, every 5 seconds, that's a perfect use of your time. Because each time you come back is another gap into the thought stream. And the more gaps, the more peace. And peace is the energy of transformation. It's not this busyness. It's not this doingness. It's not the mind trying to force something to happen. But when you're here and now, you are fully empowered. You are fully awake. And if you're truly here in this moment, completely engaged in your senses, you can say you're awake, self-realized, enlightened. You're just here, empowered, strong. So now we want to open our eyes and come back into this moment and just feel the aliveness within you, knowing all is well on the deepest levels. So now we learn to recognize the states of fear versus the state of the heart, this love, this peace. So take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.